Hello everybody, it's me again, Insane Gorilla. Welcome back to What If Issei Was the Son of Big Red and a Chaos Dragon. Now, sorry about how short it was last time, I do apologise. But this is, part 4 in that particular part. So, here we go. When Issei, goes to sleep, he goes to sleep when Rias is there, because she went into his mother's room. He had a dream, or a vision of sorts, and he saw a woman with long black hair, sort of a gothic look to her. As she opens her eyes to reveal dark slits of a dragon, she says, "To retain my silence, I need the dimensional gap. You, on the other hand, don't need the gap. You are born of Chaos Dragon, and my partner, Big Red. So you are his firstborn." Never known how that happened, and frankly I don't care. But if you persist in this path of confusion and, utter chaos with people, I'll have no choice but to step in. The more chaos you make, the longer it will take to, fix. And I have a very tight schedule to always keep, so don't do it. I know what you're planning. Ever since the accident, you always want to make chaos, to fill the void in your heart. But if you understand my words, there's another way to fill the void. All you need to do is find it. Now, get out of my sight so I can fix the damage you have done. Issei Haidu, son of Taphomet, the Chaos Dragon, and son of Big Red. Now go. As Issei, shoots out of bed, huffing and puffing and, virtually sweating, as he'd just say, "My father, Big Red? My father's a dragon god? Brother, why didn't you tell me?" I'm sure she had her reasons. Who was that girl? She never said her name. Oh well. What did she mean by void in my heart? What the hell? Oh well. I'm just gonna try and get some more sleep. What time is it? 1 in the morning. Bloody hell. I don't have school today, so that's good. Oh, Jesus. As he lay back down and go back to sleep. He would sleep peacefully without having another weird vision of sorts. He suddenly wakes up. God damn it, why am I yawning? He suddenly wakes up as, his alarm goes off. He just simply uses his tail to turn off the alarm. As he, sleeps again. 3 hours later, he finally wakes up and, feels, something soft on him. As he opens his eyes, as it's nothing but skin in front of him. As he moves one of his eyes to the side, seeing that it's a woman sleeping next to him, as he shifts his head upwards to realise that it's Rias Grimmery, holding his, holding him very in depth in her, in between her chest and that, with him sort of sighing to himself as he attempts to get out of Rias's little grip. Unfortunately, he couldn't. As he struggles, he eventually gets out, somehow not waking Rias, but he accidentally wakes her when his tail hits her behind. She sort of groans and opens one of her eyes to see that issei is up and very, very unimpressed. As she would do what she basically did in the anime when she was sleeping with issei, sort of stretch and basically put her wings back. She would look at issei, sort of smile, saying, "Morning." Yeah. Take your time getting up. It took so long, I went back to sleep again. With issei sort of face palming, saying, "Rias, next time you decide to walk into a boy's room, don't immediately make yourself welcome to their bed. Because if my mother turned up, she would have thought me and you were, how can I put it? In dragon terms, mating. In your terms, just sleeping together. But in a dragon's terms, that sort of means that we have mated. So I don't particularly want my mother to come along and see you sleeping next to me. Because she'll most probably get the wrong idea entirely." As Rias would look at him saying, "Well, I'll just have to tell your mother that it's me just sleeping next to you. It doesn't mean that we're doing anything. Besides, your mother's room got a little bit too cold for me, even if I did try and turn on the heating. Rias, this place doesn't have heating. How the hell can you... Oh, you're a dragon, so you don't need... Yeah, we don't need the heating. We're perfectly fine keeping our own body heat." I'll get a heater for you. If you're gonna end up staying here most of the time. Thanks, I guess. Don't mention it. So, what's the time? Yeah, 9 o'clock, okay. So, I am going to go downstairs and go and get something to eat. What do you want? I'll go home and get something. My brother's most probably worried at where I am anyway. I'll just say that. Spending time near a friend of mine. Well, spending some time with a friend to get to know him. And that. If you're trying to get me in your garage, don't bother. Why not? I'm a lot more powerful than just an ordinary dragon. If you've not noticed, I've got red and black wings with a stripe going down them. Yeah, I know. Can't hurt to try. Think about it. You'll have friends near you then. Yeah. I got one question to ask though. When are you going to get that Sam Smith, I think his name is, in your garage? He has Big Red. Or, not Big Red. The Welsh dragon, or the Heavenly Dragon, Dreg. So you've noticed. Duh. I've got hearing, so I can hear him. Just like I can hear a bunch of people breathing outside the door. What? 1 minute. Let me go and open it. As well. Kaneko and Akano would fall from the door, landing, one landing on the floor and the other landing on top of her. Just to let you know, Akano's the one who landed on the floor first, and Kineko landed on top of her. It's, well, both ladies would see issei's full package, because Issei sleeps naked, because he's a dragon. So both of them have pretty big red blush, as Kineko would just shout, "Pervert," as she would grab something and throw it over him, saying, "There, don't need to see it." And she shifts to this. And she would just say, "There, I took your advice and I've grown a few extra feet. Reus, would it be best if I move to the next course group this time?" Well, Reus saying, "Yeah, might as well. If he's managed to convince you to, well, grow a few extra feet, you most probably now rival your sister. Don't need to remind me of it." Well, and Zark and I would just sort of giggle, saying, "At least I don't have to look down at you now. I think I prefer this height. That way I can actually keep actual firm eye contact with you. And not have to look down to look at you. As cute and as cuddly as you are when you're shorter than everybody else, it does get a little bit annoying. So, I'm happy that you've done this." Thanks, Arkana. Don't mention it. As he said, would snap his fingers, his clothes would appear on him. And yes, it's the same clothes he wore when he went to school. Do you guys have to follow Rias? Or better yet, did you have to try and sneak into my house? I'm a dragon, so your scent is easy to spot, easy to pick up, considering you're two different devils. A half-fallen angel devil hybrid, and an eco devil hybrid. So your scents sort of stick out like a fly on a cake. Sorry for the bad analogy there, but that's kind of what it is to me. Rias is just Rias. She's easy to find. I don't even need to pick up her scent. Her red hair gives it away. She's the only redhead I know in this town. Apart from my mother, but she's over in America now. Is Rias would, get up and sort of, start getting dressed. Rias would just say, well, that's one way of saying hello, I guess. Issei would just say, yeah, one way. There's another way too, called not trying this shit again. Because, damn, are you guys going to give me a headache? Anyway, I'm going downstairs. As he would walk, Akane and Kanako would just walk into Rias and shut the door. As well, Akane would just say, so, how was he? Akane, don't start teasing Rias. Oh, come on. It's fun. She seems like she had a good time. With Akane getting kind of slapped around the back of the head by Akane. With Rias sort of chuckling, saying, we didn't do anything last night, Akane. I was just sleeping next to him and that was it. Although he did slap me in the rear end with his tail. Rias is jealous. No, Rias is excited. And I think she's kind of turned on. Both of you guys are perverts. Akane, did you seriously have to do that? Yes, I did. What's wrong with you, Akane? What's wrong with you, Kanako? Whoops. Shame that you haven't got one yet? Well, yes, he isn't even your boyfriend, and even I can tell. You just came around spoke to him, slept around because it was easier. Then, knowing you most probably walked into his room, went into his bed, and then fell asleep with him next to you. Did I get any of that wrong? No, it's probably not. No, you're not wrong there. Told you. As well. The girls would have their discussion. What did you say? Downstairs cooking food as he starts picking up on another scent. As he would just sniff the air. As he would say, what the hell? As a dragon summoning portal would appear. As he would say, who the... As a girl would walk through with, dragon horns on her head and A very fine looking body, even for issei. And she would say, "Hello, issei. I think you may have forgotten somebody when you came to the human world." Lucy? What are you doing here? Oh, so he's remembered my name. That's good. What are you cooking anyway? Why do you smell like a devil? Oh, that's because I got a devil guest upstairs with her two Parage members. Don't know where the third one is. He should be around here somewhere. Are you sleeping with a devil? Well, technically no and yes. I fell asleep after 1 o'clock after waking up from a bloody weird ass dream. Then I wake up again to find that there's a devil, butt-ass naked, with me in between a chest. So don't get jealous. I did not want to be there. Oh, so you're a perv. Not a perv, Lucy. Pervert. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Not. You are. Not. Are. Not. Are. Not. Are. Yes, you are, and that's final. No, it's not. May I remind you who's stronger here? Yeah, definitely not you. I remember last time I won, oh, I don't know, all of our fights? You won one. I won the last 5. Lucy, the reason why you won the last 5 is because I was already tired and I was already sloppy making mistakes. So, one question. If I let you, then how can you explain the 501 times I have beaten your ass to a pulp, left, came back, healed you, then took you back to your mother, who ended up nearly killing me because I beat you so much? You do know my mother is overprotective, right? And plus we were kids back then and I've been training. Wow, you still believe you are stronger. Lucy, may I remind you that your attacks are chaotic. I'm a chaos dragon. So technically I have more power every time you attack me with your chaotic power. I just absorb it and get more strength, so technically you're always screwing yourself. Suggestion: don't bother trying to fight me, just don't bother. Says the guy who lost to my mother on multiple occasions. Your mother's the Infinity Dragon. I ain't going to be fighting her anytime soon. I lost all the time to her because I was running away. I do not want to die by your mother's hand. Of any kind. Jesus. She may be Ophis the Infinity Dragon. More like she's Ophis the overprotective Mother Dragon. Jesus H. Christ. She's a dragon god. She needs to let her children learn from mistakes. Although she doesn't need to chase me halfway across the dragon realm. Then just to kick me in the ass and almost put me near death. Or make me start knocking on death's door. You gotta admit though, the last time was pretty funny. Pretty funny? No, it wasn't. You only did that just to get her on my ass again. That's after we were playing a game of chess. And you lost. It's not my fault. You were good back then. Lucy, if we play that game again, I'll most probably still whoop your ass. But anyway, why are you even here? Oh, I'm actually going to school here. Come again? Yeah, I'm starting my first year of school here. Lucy, are you just telling me this just to get on my nerves, or are you telling me this as fact? Fact. Mum said I'm going to the human world to get my social skills up. My sister's, social skills are good enough, even though she sticks to the devil realm with the fallen angels and that. Nobody dares pick on her because they know who our father is, and our mother. Well, technically, my mother's a chaos dragon. Yeah. It's a good thing my sense of smell has gotten better, because you also smell like my dad. Yeah. You know that dream I was telling you about? Yeah. Well, it was your mother, and she was saying that I'm also the son of Big Red. So technically you're my stepbrother. Technically, yes, but I refuse to acknowledge Big Red as my father, because I don't see why Big Red would, well, mate with a Chaos Dragon, because Big Red is Big Red. He ain't gonna get down with any lower dragon than him. Ophis I could see him getting down with, because they're both god dragons. Might as well just have children that are virtually on the same level as them, or if not higher. I'm more of a daddy's girl than anything else. He was the one who told me I'm going to the human world. My sister is a mother's girl. She's quite quiet and silent, but can be a right brute when she needs to be. Just like somebody else I know. What was that? You heard. Issei, shut up and make some food for us all. I can smell there's 3 devils here. Yeah. I do know that. Let me guess. With you and her, you were naked as usual. Yes. And let me guess, she was naked? Obviously. Why have you brought this subject up? I don't know. Just wanted to. I sense jealousy somewhere. Not jealous at all. Bullshit, Lucy. Even I can say bullshit on that one. Not jealous, you say. Just looking for a way to take the piss out of you. Oh please, just because you haven't slept with a man. Your father don't count. Well, I am one of his hatchlings, so technically he is overprotective as well. Everywhere I go, you've got a massive shadow following me. I'm surprised he hasn't turned up here to follow. Mainly because he knows that there's another dragon here who can rival every being here in power. Plus, there's only 2 Parages here. Leviathan's sister and Lucifer. So 6 Lucifer's sisters here, and she's upstairs. So basically, you got Leviathan's sister and the redheaded sister too, of Sursex. Pretty much. And she's already a handful. But like you when you were younger. You're the one to talk. You're 16, the same as me. We have to make sure that our ages are down. Well, nobody's going to believe that we're 16. Bordering along 17. Well, technically you're bordering along 17. I only just turned 16 2 days ago. Well, happy birthday to you then. Thanks. when are you going to go into your dragon form again? No time soon. Oh, come on. No human's going to see you in your dragon form. Have you not noticed where we are? We're in the middle of a goddamn city. If I turn into a dragon form, people are going to bloody freak out. True. Company. Yeah, I know, I sense them. So, Rias, who the hell? Uh-oh. Issei? Who's she? Fuck. I've made plenty of food for us all, so everybody sit down next to around the table. As everybody goes and does so. With Lucy sitting next to issei, wrapping her tail around him. Lucy, get off. No. As you know, her name is Lucy. The second daughter of Ophis the Infinity Dragon and Big Red, the giant red god. She's their second daughter. And I am the son of a Chaos Dragon, and also Big Red as well. So technically that does make us kind of related through fathers and that, but I don't see Big Red as my father. Yes, I know he's my father, but I refuse to see him as such. As everybody's jaws would drop, including Rias's, as she was not expecting to have two children of the Red Dragon Emperor sitting next to each other, staring at all three of them. And Rias's inner mind is saying, "Oh, hell's bells and hell's blue balls. How the hell have I gotten myself into this mess? This is gonna suck trying to explain it to my brother." As well, issei would just say, "I'm asking you all to keep this a secret. And Rias, can you ask Sonia to allow Lucy in to the school as a transfer student? Because that's where she's going to school. Due to Big Red. I think he already knows there's a Chaos Dragon here, or otherwise he would have came himself. Which I'm surprised he hasn't decided to turn up yet. Because if Lucy has told me what she says, he's even more overprotective than her mother is, and that's saying something. Yeah. Issei's mother is the Chaos Dragon known as Taphomed, by the way. So if you guys haven't realised, when he said Chaos Dragon, she's actually the first strongest Chaos Dragon. Other than Tiamat. Tiamat is still in the, familiar forest. Living there peacefully, so you won't have to deal with her unless you go there. And last I remember, she still hates Drag's guts for some odd reason. I know exactly why she hates him, because my mother told me, because those two are good friends. Oh? What did Drag do? You know when Drag and Albion were having their fight? Yes. Drag and Taphomed were supposed to be mates, but Drake left to go and deal with his stupid rivalry, like the big bone-headed idiot that he is. So, put two and two together. He was meant to give her eggs. Ding, ding, ding. The bell has finally been hit. So she's angry at him because she didn't get what she wanted, and he basically left her to deal with his rival of sorts. So she's pissed because she couldn't be a mother. Yep, pretty much. Damn. How do we break both of them out of their sacred gears so they can both be full-fledged dragons again? But this time, the dragons will keep an eye on them. So if they do attempt to do their rivalry thing again, we can just break them. You know how insane that sounds? If you remove Albion from his host, wherever his host is, and Drake from Sam Smith, about a boy in our school, then you're going to end up killing both of them. Albion's host, no. I can tell you why. Well, please tell us. As everybody would lean in, as she would say, Albion's, host, I guess you can say, is part dragon, so he can survive it. As everybody would look at her, including issei, as it would click, saying, his host is most probably a descendant of his. Yeah, Albion's already had a mate already, so he's already had kids, so ta-da. As everybody's face would drop. As well, Lucy would just say, yeah, he's already had kids. And just to let you all know, I don't know where where Albion is. I know he's here in Japan. I just don't know where in Japan. But I've been picking his scent up strongly here in Kuo, so yeah. So technically, be alert for when Albion turns up. Look for anything suspicious. But with me and Lucy around, I think even Albion's going to say, hell to the nah, we ain't getting involved. Pretty much. As much as I would love to watch Albion try against me, it's going to be issei who he's going to have a problem with, because issei is virtually on the same level as me, as a god, sort of. He's a little bit more higher up the totem pole than I am. That is the one reason why I constantly challenge him all the time. Because I actually want to get stronger. Yeah, just don't challenge me when we're in school and go dragon form. Because, again, you'll freak everybody out. True. By the way, hide your wings. I'm going to, don't worry. Got my own uniform. Though I'm gonna... Although I prefer to wear this because it's more comfortable. Just wear something more sensible. If you turn up to a college, which I believe I did make it a college, or something along those lines. Yeah, but they're both 16 anyway, so... Well, she's 16, issei's almost 17. If you turn up to college like that, you're going to get kicked out. I see tons of other women going to this college place looking like this, so why can't I? That's because they got a t-shirt that I quickly put over themselves. You don't. Plus, that skirt is way too short. Everybody will be able to see your underwear. And that place has tons of boys / girls, if they swing that way, that will immediately notice what kind of colour underwear you're wearing. And trust me, when you appeared I saw what colour they were. Pink. With red outlines. So, go and get some, either a longer skirt on, or some trousers. And put a t-shirt on. Yeah, you're no fun. I'm not trying to have any fun. I'm trying to keep both of our covers intact. And trying not to get you kicked out on your first day. Fair enough. Spoil sport. I know you like looking at me. It's kind of hard not to look at you when you say something stupid. So get. I know who to tease later on during the day. Shut up, Lucy. Well, Akano would look at Kanako, who would then look at Rias. And she has a very, jealous look to her. As Akano would just say, or whisper to Kanako, saying, I think it might be best if we evacuate the building. True, Bachu looks like she's about to make people catch these hands. As both of them get up and quickly leave the building, as he notices that, as he looks towards Rias, with her looking at him rather angrily, as he just say, what? How long have you known that girl? Ever since we were young. When my mother brought me to the dragon realm in hell, in the underworld, I stayed there for pretty much most of my life. Well, as far as I can remember, I was God knows how old when I went there. The Meteor Blaze Dragon King himself taught me, so... Oh. Don't forget, you've also had some of those dragon apples that I hear so much about. Yeah, way too sweet. Even for me, they are way too sweet. Good to hear that not all of you dragons like them. We need them to survive. Trust me, we all need them to survive. So we all dare not start having a royal rumble there. But those apples are just way too sweet. So, when were you going to tell me that you already had a lover? She ain't my lover, Rias. She loves to tease people. That's her way of showing affection, teasing them. And what's your way of showing affection? I just don't show it. Why? I'm a chaos dragon. Showing emotion would mean I'm not doing my job of being chaotic, am I? You need to be a chaos dragon to show your emotions. You're in the human world, just show them normally. Like you were showing it when you, were ripping off a fallen angel's wings, then punching her through her chest, grabbing her heart, and punching it out the other side. Then just to crush it. Then setting her whole body on fire. Rias, you do realise that tomorrow, after Sunday, Monday is her first day at school. Yes, I was about to correct you about the analysis on today. Yeah, I know, just things have been hitting the fan recently. AKA just now have just been hitting the fan. I don't know what she's doing upstairs. She must probably sorting out all her clothing. God knows how much she's bought. She's most probably stuck it all in my room again. How many times has she been here? Once. Today. I'm talking about the time she was down in the underworld training with me. We ended up having to share the same cave. I ended up having to put a curtain in between us, so I didn't have to watch her get dressed all the time. I can easily just snap my fingers and clothing's already there. She takes her time getting dressed. So it's most probably going to be another 2 hours until she's ready. Wait, if you had to share the same cave and you had to put a curtain to stop seeing her get dressed, does that mean you two have... Rias, get your head out of the gutter. No, we have not done that. We were both, I don't know, 11 when we did that? When we had to move... Well, when she moved into my cave. And by the way, I'm almost 17. I ain't 15. I'm nearly 17. So you're a year older than... 2 years older than I am. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, never thought I'd hear this from you. Never ask a dragon their age, because you most probably end up getting roasted alive. The same thing with never asking a woman their age. Yeah. I will ask a woman their age, and I know you're 16, just for your scent alone, and, well, the hormones of growth. So technically you recently had a growth spurt, which means that your birthday was last night. Shit. How did you know? I'm a dragon, Rias. How do you think I knew? As though to hear somebody walk down the stairs. Ready? Yeah, finally. And what the hell? What? Don't tell me you don't like this. Seriously? A dress? We're going to be walking around the town today, so you know the area and you're in a dress. When did you last start liking... Well, when did you start liking dressing up like that? Hey, don't blame me. It's not my fault. Find it comfortable. Oh boy. This is going to be such an annoying year. You said it, not me. Let's go. Yes, Your Majesty. Thank you. I am royalty, after all. I was saying that sarcastically, Lucy. You ain't a majesty at all. Arsehole. Stupid. Retarded. Says you. You can't even write. Yes, I can. Last time I saw you, you couldn't do that. I think I win that argument. Perverted. Perverted boy. Perverted woman. I win again. Strike 3 for me. Now let's get going. As we just say, she called you a perverted boy, and you called her a perverted girl. What do you mean by that? With issei sort of face palming again. The reason why she called me that is because, well, how can I put it? She thought that I was sleeping with her, but in fact, when she realised she was sleeping with me, I was sort of sitting, lying there, well, my hands behind my head, very angry until she woke up. Trust me, I didn't realise she was there until I woke up. Believe me, both of us, because we're both dragons, we don't wear anything when we sleep. Even in our human form, even when we're human, we don't wear anything. So she's seen it all before. Haven't you, Lucy? Yep. Not afraid to admit that. Kinda had a very nice touch to it. Lucy, what the hell? Don't... God, you're weird. I may be weird, but I gotta admit, before you left, we both had a sparring session. We both ended up going to sleep. And I may or may not have had a little touchy-touchy down there. God damn it, Lucy. What? Now I know why you're sleeping next to me. Let alone on me. Don't you start laughing. That is not funny at all. Ever heard of personal space? And don't touch a man's junk. Just like the saying is, don't touch a woman's junk. But although you're touching me with your junk anyway. What? It's not like you were complaining. Yeah, most probably because I was asleep. Yeah, you were. So you weren't going to be complaining. Plus, I found it fun sleeping on top of you. You're nice and warm. Unlike me, half the time I get way too cold. Women. Well, Ria's getting very, very angry. As she has no idea of why she's getting angry. As she even says, right, can we just take her around the whole way of Kuo so we can just, I don't know, make sure she actually has a sense of directions so we don't have to worry about her losing herself. As Issei agrees as they leave, taking her all the way around Kuo, and then taking her to the college, Kuo College. As they would see Kiba getting flocked by girls again. As Kiba would kind of be a little bit, well, he would be smiling, but the sense or smell of the two dragons sort of says, yeah, he's kind of starting to get a little bit annoyed of it. He doesn't mind when they're in school, because they're in school, but when they're out of school and they still follow him around like lost sheep, it's kind of annoying. As Rias would say, hey, Kiba. As Kiba would look at him, as he would walk over to all three of them, saying, hello, Rias? Issei, right? As Issei would just nod, as he would then look at Lucy, as he would say, hello, my name is Kiba something or other. Can't remember his name. I know it's Kiba and that. So I'm just keeping it as Kiba. As he would just say, hello, my name is Kiba whatever. As she would just say, my name is Lucy. Lucy Ophis. As Kiba would sort of freeze, as he would just whisper, Ophis, as in the dragon god Ophis. As in the dragon god Ophis. Saying it loud enough for people to hear him, but not for his screaming fan base. As she would just say, yeah, that's her. Anyway, should we all leave and have this discussion somewhere else, away from his fan base, I guess? As Issei would look at him saying, yeah, they're his fan base. A fan base that is very loud, very annoying, and very obnoxious. Trust me, even for me, I try to block him out, but every time Kiba moves, they are all over him like there's no tomorrow. There's probably one day there won't be a tomorrow for Kiba because he'll be smothered by him, which I will be laughing at him. As Kiba will just look at him saying, yeah, ain't fun. Trust me, it ain't fun. Although there's a new boy who joined the Kendo club not too long ago. Let me guess, would his name begin with a S and last name begin with an S? Yep, Sam Smith. Although he doesn't seem to be too worried about the girls for some odd reason. The girls all don't like him because he's, well, able to go toe-to-toe with me. But that's because I'm actually going nice on him. And, well, the girls think I'm actually being pushed to my limit. When it's not, I'm just being, well, honourable and actually keeping things friendly. I don't want to overpower him just immediately. As one of the girls would just say, hey, did you hear about the first duo again? Yeah, apparently they're trying to get this Sam Smith guy to be a pervert. Imagine having to put up a pervert in our kendo class. Should we try and get rid of him? Yeah. He pushed our Kiba to the limit. That's not good. You see? Yeah, I see. Where's this Sam Smith anyway? Well, I'm going to have a few words with him. I have no idea. I know he lives here in Kuo, but anywhere else, no idea. Right. Guess I'm going to have to find him then. Come on, Lucy. Let's show you around the rest of the way. Right. Coming, Cuba? I might as well, as long as I get away from this lot. Yes, people just start whispering, saying, who's that new girl? Is she trying to take Kiba away from us? I hope she isn't. Kiba's mine. No, he's not. He's mine. Who's that? Wait, is that issei? Haidu? Yep. Isn't he the guy who has a bit of an attitude? Yeah. Who's that girl next to him? Don't know. That's probably his sister or his cousin. Wait, is that his... No, that most probably is his girlfriend. No wonder why he's got a hard-ass attitude. I wonder if she's willing to share. Wait, what? Don't tell me you like him. He seems pretty nice to me. Girl, you need to figure out who you actually like and don't like. Nobody likes issei. Why? It just doesn't stick out like the guy who would be having girlfriends and that. He seems like a guy who would most probably be on his own for the rest of his life. Well, that's harsh. A little too harsh. True, and what the? As though she would hit somebody. As well, they would see a girl in a nun outfit. As she would have a cross on her. With Rias and Kiba sort of cringing at the sight of the cross. As Lucy would actually grab her hand and pick her up, saying, I'm so sorry for bumping into you, I didn't watch where I was going. As they would talk to her, and she would say, oh, by the way, my name is Asia Argento. Who are you? As Lucy would just say, my name is Lucy. My name is just Lucy. Just Lucy. I'm not saying my last name. As issei would then introduce himself by saying, my name is issei Hayato, or Haidu. Nice to meet you. with both of them sort of getting the feeling of such a innocent young girl kind of does need to be a little bit more protected. As she would just say, yes, my name is, well, Asia Argento, a nun of the church, and I'm trying to actually find the church. With, again, Rias and Kiba not really liking it, as issei would say, have you got a piece of paper? Obviously speaking Italian, because Argento is Italian herself, so she doesn't know Japanese. With her sort of thanking the Lord that people actually speak her language, as she passes them a piece of paper, as she also kind of prays a bit, as, well, Lucy and issei, well, take her to this church. Same place in canon, where they would, well, basically see the church in the middle of a graveyard. As issei would whisper to her saying, are you sure this is the right place? And they didn't give you a different, well, the wrong address, because this place has been shut down for years due to some bad blood between it and other places. With Asia just saying, no, this is the right place. Thank the Lord for your help. Would you like any tea? As issei and Lucy would just say, no, we don't need any tea. As they would both kind of sense that there are a lot of fallen angels, exorcists, the whole kit and caboodle. As they would leave, Asia would go into the church. Issei would pull out his wings and fly to a window, keeping himself hidden. The window is broken so he can see, as he would see, well, 3 fallen angels, and what he thought were fallen angels all turn out to be exorcists. So he would just say to himself, an army. There's a small goddamn army in here. No problem for me, I can easily deal with them. But still, what the hell? As he would fly away before he even got spotted. As the fallen angels did actually feel a strong power somewhere. But they decided to put that thought out of their mind, as issei flies all the way back to, well, Lucy. As he would land next to her, putting his wings away, along with his tail. With Lucy looking at him, and she would just shrug her shoulders and put her hands up, sort of saying, what? What was it? As he would just say, 3 fallen angels and a ton of exorcists. She's in danger. Something's going on. The devils own this territory, so they should know that there is a fallen angel, or 3 fallen angels, operating in their territory along with exorcists. But considering they're with fallen angels, I'm going to say they're exiled exorcists. So that means, yeah, we need to tell Rias about this. Fine. Do you know that Rias got very jealous when me and you were talking? Oh, I kind of noticed. But I wasn't paying too much attention to her. I'm just going to make her lose her attitude and wait and wait and wait until I make my move. You like her, don't you? Not really. Then why are you waiting to make your move? Because I want to see what happens. You're kind of sadistic about this, aren't you? Not being sadistic, I'm just being me. A dick, basically. No, I'm not being a dick about it. Bullshit, issei. Okay, says the woman who, felt my man areas, then slept on top of me, thinking that perhaps she could, get it, but then falls asleep. Yeah, I think not. Yeah, but I was doing that because I wanted something warm to sleep on. Yeah, I may have felt you down there, but hey, you didn't feel it. Yeah, I'm actually glad I didn't feel it. Although, I wish you did, because if it got up, I would have been laughing. Yeah, of course you would be laughing. Same mesro could be said if someone with their tail poked you in that certain area. Yeah, but I would have most probably gotten off on that. You know me, you say. Anything that hurts too badly, I'll get mad, but if it's something poking me, generally just poking me and tickling me, that kind of does make it a bit hard to stand for me. You're just a girl who loves getting off on that sort of stuff. Pretty much. Anyway, let's get going home. We need to go and tell Rias, don't we? Yeah. Race No wings, no wings. Just racing. On the ground. Don't turn it into a full dragon or part dragon. Don't even change your bloody toenails into claws. Just stick to your human form and run. Ready? Ready. 3, 2, go! As he would start running, and she would shout, "Cheetah!" and she would run after him. Even though she is still in her dress, she had to try not to trip. That's actually where I'm ending it, guys. I hope you like, comment, subscribe. See you on the next one. Peace.